Hello guys, and welcome to this short workshop update that I've decided to start doing from time to time, or at least when I've got something to say. So in this one I wanted to show you what more I have to do before I finish assembling and preparing all my buildings to get them painted. So I've got this one double ground floor building that I want to finish as soon as possible. Most probably I'll try to do it this weekend, so next week I can start undercoating everything and putting base coats. But while I was working on it, as you can see, I'm going to show you a close-up picture in a second, but I started working with these barriers, these railings, so to speak. I think that's the name. And I've noticed, after watching a couple of the battle reports online, like Mini War Gaming and some others, definitely some others, I've noticed that people are using rules very strict. And to me, Necromunda and I guess Shadow War Armageddon is not supposed to be like that. It should be full of house rules and sort of little tweaks. And hopefully some of them will get incorporated into the FAQ or the next generation rules sometime in the future. So what my pet peeve, or whatever you call it, guys, in England, something that grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin says, is that sometimes people put the miniature like so. So it's at the edge, within 1 inch of the edge. So the rules say that whenever you are from the within 1 inch of the edge, when you get shot, when you get hit, you need to do, I think, initiative tests to check if you fall down or not, if you manage to balance your body and keep yourself on the ledge. Obviously, if you fail, you fall and you get hit with the strength equal the distance that you travel. So in this case, 5 inches, strength 5. It's quite serious. But they also do that whenever the model is next to a barrier. I've noticed that in 2 or 3 instances, and I was like, why? I mean, I know that the buildings that GW delivered, the things that are there are not like, this is a barrier, this is definitely a barrier, this is a railing of some sort. But come on, if there's any obstruction, if there would be like any sticks sticking out over here, and my model would be there, well, that's obviously not enough, and that would have to be like that. But I wouldn't roll that. I would agree with my opponent that, well, dude, this is just like, you would bounce off that. So I encourage you, when you play your games, to introduce house rules, especially if they make sense. So you might say that, okay, maybe you will have to roll, but you will have a positive modifier to it. So your initiative is higher a little bit, like 2+ to your initiative, and then you roll. Or there are -2 to your score that you roll. So for instance, orcs are shit at this. I mean, with initiative 2, if that's initiative roll, and I think almost 100% that it is, if you get hit, initiative 2, on ones and twos, you don't fall. Come on, that's just, I'm gonna need to put all my orc boys on top levels in the bloody center, bunched up all together. We're not rolling those dice. So, yeah, come up with any rules that you think that the GW screwed up, and all of you guys agree that you can be playing. But remember, what is the core rule always? So, coming back to the building. So yeah, railings in this section, but also something that I wanted to show you. I thought that if I put just the cans with the floors on the tabletop, that's just gonna look boring and really uninteresting and not really Necromunda-like. I mean, obviously, some of the buildings that I've done, those cans, they look awesome, I must say. They look. You know, there's plenty of stuff going on. This is one of the ground floors and one of the servitor thingies that my buddy Vincent built for me. They look awesome. I mean, for Necromunda type terrain, Shadow War kind of stuff, you know, this is awesome. But if I had just cans, it wouldn't look like some kind of factory. So what I've done, I've decided that I'm gonna put something that I built years ago. I think even 10 years ago, almost. Might be 10 years ago. More or less, 10 years ago. And that's the competition. I'm making a competition. What you can win is eternal glory and my amazement. But can you guess what it was supposed to be? I'm going to show you from all sides. This is a very significant shape and very significant part over here. Can you guess what it was? Obviously without those bits, just a plain thingy. What it was supposed to be? I've made one, and this was supposed to be another one for a GW Brighton, Games Workshop Brighton. And in Games Workshop Brighton it was on display and people would be able to play with it. So show your guesses in write your guesses in the comments. But coming back to the terrain, so I decided to take it and repurpose it for the building. So I've built a door exactly the same way as I've built it in the previous tutorial for the small Necromunda type of building. I've put in a vent. I've put in some kind of a. This is a cutout, a remaining of cutouts for the little puzzles for my kids. And I'm gonna, when I sort of paint it all in base colors before weathering it, I'm just gonna print a billboard kind of thing, like Nuka-Cola or whatever, And this one is also a billboard, but I've also put 2 GW lights on it. So I'm gonna show you some close-up pictures in a second. So that's it, and this fits over here, but in here it just looks a little bit boring, so I want it slightly onto the side. So the only thing I'm still thinking on is putting some kind of a door. I don't want to put GW door over there because it's just going to be a waste, because you can hardly see it. And I think that this kind of door would not work because you'd have to open somehow and it's just not enough space in here. So I'm thinking of just putting sheet of metal and some sticks. Stirrer sticks? Something like that, I don't know. Tongue twister. Over here, just to show there's an entrance and you can go in and spend 5 inches running down the stairs and coming out over here. That would work. It's again a house rule. Obviously in Necromunda, in Shadow War, there are no rules for coming in and getting out of the building. But maybe one turn you get in and you have to spend all your movement and you can't do anything else. And next turn you just get out and you can move 1 inch and do something else. So yeah, that's it. That's it regarding this building. So it's going to look like that. A little bit of noise. What's more, I've got 3 additional floors that I need to build. 3 additional ones. They are already in some stage of being built. I don't really like them, so I'm just going to probably rip it apart and those decorations and start building it again. But these are all the things that I need to build before I start base coating, undercoating, base coating, and doing some damage, effects for the building. So that's more or less it. I want to try and keep those updates for you because obviously sometimes I'm not going to have enough time to do a proper tutorial, but within these I might be able to pass on some of my mighty knowledge to you and some tips and tricks that I pick up in several groups that I follow and then put it in one place. First of all, so I don't forget and I can always rewatch my videos and just sort of find it. And for you don't have to be in the same groups that I am. You don't have to necessarily pick up on the same tips that I've found. And you can use this place as a source of different tips and tricks for techniques of building stuff. So yeah, I've talked a lot. Thank you, and I see you next time.